Hey, you guys, it's time for another episode of What's Hot and What's Not in Children's Ministry. Check this out, you guys. With all that lay before us in children's ministry, are you doing the necessary work to make sure that you're spiritually and mentally healthy? Because if you are not, you are making a big mistake. What work am I talking about? Stick around and find out. Listen, you guys, if you're in children's ministry, you've got to make sure that you are healthy. I mean, you just can't afford to ignore you. The effectiveness of what you do rides on you being healthy, because you can't pour out of an empty cup and you can't give fresh, life-giving water out of an empty well. I mean, you can try to fake it, which we sometimes do. We're actually really good at that. But let me tell you, the end result will always be dry and powerless ministry. Spiritually and mentally healthy children's ministry leaders position themselves to have compassion for that volunteer who steps down out of nowhere, extend forgiveness towards those who have offended them, and they have the capacity to show authentic love to that difficult child. Case in point, when life throws you lemons, it is those who are spiritually and mentally healthy that are able to make lemonade and share it with others. Hey, we are in this thing now. The academic year has officially started, which means not only do you have to deal with managing schedules and volunteers, some in which have completely checked out. On top of that, you also have to deal with the pressures of coming up with fresh and innovative ways to reach children and families for Christ, not to mention in a post-pandemic world where everything has changed. But think about this. You also have to deal with your children and their academics, sporting events, your marriage, your relationships, sick days, whatever it is, fill in the blank. Hear me today. You have a life outside of children's ministry, and it's a busy one. So you have to be intentional in making sure that you're right and that you're whole. So I'm going to give you 5 tips to help you stay spiritually and mentally healthy. Number 1, learn to stop and pray. Prayer reactivates our faith and it renews our mind, you guys. It allows us to be present before God who loves us and cares for us more than you will ever know. Through prayer, we receive wisdom from His Holy Spirit and learn how to make the right decisions in our day-to-day lives. Most importantly, prayer strengthens our relationship with God and grounds us in His love. Listen, you need His love to do what you're doing in children's ministry. Number 2, invest in your health and fitness. Investing in your health is so important in children's ministry. Ignoring your body is only going to make you more vulnerable to the attacks of the enemy. I am telling you, when he sees that you are unhealthy, that you are weighed down and have absolutely no energy to do your job for God, trust me, He is coming for you. Your body is a ministry. God calls us to care for the bodies that He has given us as they are temples of His Holy Spirit. Being intentional with the nutrients you get into your body and maintaining a healthy exercise routine, I'm telling you, it can help you fight disease, improve your mood, boost your energy, and make you prepared to do the work that God has called for you to do in children's ministry. When you are healthier physically, I am telling you, it is going to make you happier and improve your mental and your spiritual. Number 3, have fun with your family. Okay, repeat after me. Have fun with your family. Listen, as a mother of 2 who are growing like weeds, let me be probably not the first to tell you that you are never going to get this time back. Please don't waste it. Don't get so obsessed with the future that you miss out on the present. Learn when to put your work aside. Listen, I want to tell you this, all right? Your family is more important than children's ministry. They are. When it comes to your family, fill every moment with as much fun and joy as possible. You are going to regret it if you do not. And besides, I promise you that pending project will be waiting for you when you get back. So don't stress. My point is, don't allow work to prevent you from making memories with your family that will last a lifetime. Allow the laughter and joy you experience with your loved ones to rejuvenate your soul. Number 4, get an accountability friend that's not your spouse. Listen, you guys, everybody, and I mean everybody, needs that one accountability friend that they can just talk to and be themselves. Now, if you don't have one, make sure you get one. Great accountability friends help you to stay on track. They push your limits. They motivate you. And ultimately, they share in your happiness and success. Research has even shown that when it comes to reaching the goals that you may set for yourself, it's accountability partners that boost your chances for success up to 95%, you guys. Now, of course, the decision on who that accountability friend should be made with all wisdom, and appropriate boundaries need to be set. This is a big one, you guys, because it has to be done in the right way. And I'm just going to tell you my personal belief. It's best to stick with the same-sex friendships to avoid any confusion at home. Trust me, you are going to thank me later. And number 5, visit another children's ministry that's doing well. In children's ministry, you have to carve out some time to grow. As children's ministry leaders, it is so easy to avoid our own personal growth because we're always busy doing. Don't let children's ministry turn you into a hamster on a wheel. That is so unhealthy, you guys. Get off that wheel and be intentional about visiting other children's ministries in your area, especially ministries that are succeeding where you might be failing. And do me a favor when you're on your visit. Just listen. Don't go in and be like, look at me, look at what we're doing. Don't waste your time sharing what you're doing. Just come with good questions and absorb all of the wisdom you can from a ministry that is doing extremely well. Hey, you guys, that's it for this week's episode of What's Hot and What's Not in Children's Ministry. We'll see you next time, same place.